Vegas Nation Game Day Live, sponsored by South Point Sportsbook. Download the app at southpointsports.com.
You hear that music, you know what it means. Game day, game day. Welcome to Vegas Nation Game Day Live. I'm Leandre Fox here in the Las Vegas Review-Journal studio. Thank you so much for joining us on another beautiful football Sunday. Following a big win over the Denver Broncos last week, the Raiders are back at home and looking to improve to 5-2 on the season. They prepare to host the Eagles today. Our Vegas Nation team, Cassie Soto and Sam Gordon, are out at Allegiant Stadium with more. Cass?
Welcome back, everybody, inside of Allegiant Stadium. Cassie Soto and Sam Gordon here. We're vibing to some house music. We love it. Who has it better than us today,
Nobody,
Sam?
Cassie,
No
one.
No one. Well, the question that everybody wants to know is Raiders tight end Darren Waller playing today? And the answer is no. Tight end Darren Waller is inactive today. What does this mean for the Raiders offense?
Well, first and foremost, Cassie, his first time being inactive, first game he's going to miss since he's been with the Raiders. We obviously understand what he's meant to this offense the last few years, and they're going to feel his absence today. Even though he hasn't had a 100-yard performance since week one, Cassie, he still draws so much attention. He's such a matchup problem, and the coverage schemes that he dictates with his size, strength, and speed open things up for the receivers around him. Now, the good news for the Raiders is that Henry Ruggs is better than he was a year ago. Brian Edwards is better than he was a year ago. Foster Moreau has an opportunity now to step up, and of course, Hunter Renfrow, always consistent in the slot. So they're going to have plenty of firepower without him, but the offense is going to have to make some adjustments because of the coverage that he demands every single week.
Yeah, well, let's just rewind real quick to last week. The Raiders played with a certain intensity in Denver, Sam. They were obviously dealing with some adversity that week, dealing with the resignation of Jon Gruden, but now they've sort of established themselves now as a new team under Raiders interim head coach Rich Bisaccia, with Greg Olsen leading the offense, Gus Bradley leading the defense. Do we see another complete performance today?
That's the million-dollar question. I do think we're going to see a similar sense of urgency. Look, the Raiders take care of business today. They go into the bye 5-2 with a chance to get healthy and a chance to kind of reboot and set their sights on the second half of the season. A portion of the season, Cassie, as we know, where they've fallen apart the last couple of years. But if you're 5-2 going into the bye week and you have the chance to get some players healthy, I think that would be a great outcome for the Raiders. So, yeah, I think we're going to see the similar sense of intensity, and it's a winnable game. This is a Philadelphia team that's trying to find its way. First-year head coach, Jalen Hurts, starting quarterback, his first full season as a starter. He's still trying to get his sea legs under him. It's a great opportunity for the Raiders back at their home stadium to improve to 5-2.
All right, well, we will be right back. Let's go ahead and toss things over now to Vegas Nation's Heidi Fang.
This Friday, the Bolitnikoff Foundation held their annual Crab Fest at the Paris Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. I was able to speak with Raider greats to get their take on where they see this Raiders team heading for the rest of the season.
All the coaches on the staff are great guys, and they have a lot of great players. And the players, I love seeing them, especially going to Denver and beating them in Denver. It was unbelievable. And, that's a big, big spark to be able to go back there and win a game. So I'm really proud of the team. It's unbelievable.
Like Al Davis, preach to me as a quarterback. Most important stat that I would ever have, not how many touchdowns I threw or how many passes I completed. No interceptions and no fumbles. Now listen, no interceptions and no fumbles. You win 93% of the time. What a big number. That was true when I played, and it is true today. So when Derek Carr is throwing that ball right now, he doesn't want any interceptions or any fumbles. And that's what makes them special. They're playing, they make a few mistakes, but they're overcoming those mistakes. That's what called us and we. And that's what makes them so special, and that's what I think is going to send us off we'll be in the playoffs later in the year.
I like to teach some of them, but that's another story. No, but just having fun and hoping the guys would, be together as a team, mesh as a team, and go out there and just lay it on the ground. Because that's the way we played the game. We went after people and just had a good time, and so that's what I want to see, a lot of that.
For Vegas Nation, I'm Heidi Fang. Now let's head over to Kevin Cannon, who's out with some tailgaters.
What up, Vegas Nation fan zone? We are in the J lot again, right in the corner with Parking Lot Jack and his crew, this giant group from the Hawaiian Islands. They're here every week, and this week we are setting up a photo booth with our professional photographer, Ben Hagar, who's doing pictures of superfans. And I've always said this, I think the Raiders have more dressed up superfans than any team in the NFL. The silver and black, so iconic. There's Raider Javi right there. Raider Javi. I know a lot of these superfans, and they're all really great, and they're coming to our photo booth to get a picture. Anybody can come here and take a picture. This couple I just met from Las Vegas, Petra and Tom. Okay, Ben Hager's down there shooting the photo. Come on over here. We got Petra and Tom from Las Vegas. Raiders! Tell me about your character. You're dressed up.
We're Vikings fans, so the movie, we love Games of Thrones and Vikings, so...
Movies, not the team.
Okay. Yeah, not the team, just the movie.
I think the Raiders have more superfans dressed up than any team in the NFL. What do you think about that?
Absolutely. It's hard to try to make a choice. This is our first time in costume, and it's pretty awesome.
We have more costume superfans than anyone, and we have a photo booth. Ben is taking photos of all. What was that like getting your picture taken by a professional photographer?
It was a little different.
A little different, a little overwhelming.
Well, you're royalty now, so. So if you have any other superfan friends who are dressed up, please send them to our photo booth down here in the J lot, right in the corner, first row, first spot. We have a professional photographer. We set up a whole photo studio, but it's a little windy. We had to take the backdrop down, but we're still going to get really great photos of you all.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you in there.
All right, go Raiders!
Back to you.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Well, Sam and Cassie back here at Allegiant Stadium to wrap things up. Sam, I want to ask you, what is the biggest challenge the Raiders present for this Eagles team today?
I think even without Darren Waller, Cassie, I think it's the passing offense. I mean, this is a Raiders passing offense in the top 3 in the NFL. Now, don't get me wrong, Philly very stout against the pass, in the top 6 so far this season in terms of fewest passing yards allowed. But I really like the offensive approach that Greg Olsen took last week. Look, in all 4 games the Raiders have won, it's been on the strength of Derek Carr's right arm. They've gone to him, they've turned him loose, and he's responded in all 4 of their victories, exceeding 300 passing yards. I expect a similar approach, again, even without Waller, trying to push the ball downfield to Brian Edwards, Henry Ruggs, and those guys, the rest of those the receivers they have, and then trying to establish the running game after that, similar to the approach they took last week in Denver. So it's going to be a fascinating matchup. I don't think by any means it's a team that the Raiders are just going to walk through, but they do have the better roster, I think, in this matchup, and they are at home with a chance to go to 5-2 into the bye.
Yeah, I was going to say, Raiders get a win before the bye week?
I do believe so. But you never know. You never know. Jalen Hurts, obviously mobile, tough to game plan for, tough to stop, his ability to improvise, and I think he's going to put a lot of pressure on the Raiders defense as well.
All right, well, that'll do it for us. Sam Gordon, Cassie Soto. Let's toss it back to Leandre Fox in the studio.
Thanks, Cass. Before we get out of here, let's go ahead and check out some social media. In the spirit of spooky season, we have Beast Mode Marshawn Lynch talking about his favorite Halloween costume from his youth.
At this time, probably was like the Black Power Ranger or something.
Oh, yeah. So you were Black Power Ranger?
Yeah, but see, though, the thing is, that was so flimsy, like, once you take a step in it, that just ripped. So, see, we had that little mask with that one little elastic string. That come off, you gotta hold your mask, your bag, and your ripped pants. Talking about some trick-or-treat, can't even get no damn candy because you gotta hold your costume in place.
Now let's check out some more costumes. Kenyon Drake rocking the Stormtrooper helmet at practice on Friday. Drake says he couldn't see anything out of it, so it's safe to say he won't be painting it silver and rocking it during the game. Probably for the best, because the Stormtroopers lose and the Death Star blew up twice. And that will do it for us here on Vegas Nation Game Day Live. For more Raiders coverage, head on over to vegasnation.com or download the free Vegas Nation app for our entire Vegas Nation crew. I'm Leandre Fox. Thank you so much for watching.